Jäger Pioneers coming in as well. The Fokker Wolf start. And we are up. We're not too fast? No, we're not too fast. That thing is just a Fokker Wolf, that's why it's so fast. I was like, it's a recon plane and it must be slow, but yeah, no, it's Fokker Wolf with 220 kmh. It's fast. It's damn fast and it's okay priced. 60 points. It sees everything. Everything. Well, it's the MG42 comes in. Field engineers coming in as well. Indian scouts with sniper rifles will come to the front line. Field engineers coming in as well here, down in the south. Quite the sizable force for Robert, but a really big force for Quadro-U. Sturmjägers, Jägers, Jäger Pioneers, everything you could wish for in the infantry list of the 28th Jaeger is arriving down there in the south. Indian rifles though, and Vickers MGs doing one thing that Robert always loves to do, bamboozling the enemy by rushing over the open. Humber Mark IV gets the kill onto a Jaeger in transport. Pak 38 comes around, but the Vickers is in range, so the Vickers can screw that up as well. Field engineers hitting as well. Hurricane trying to come in. Wolf trying to do its best to stop it. The Hurricane not even needed though to kill this Pak 38. Could be used on something else. Robert is still using it anyways. Bit of a waste there. Could now go for the Fokker Wolf. Fokker Wolf should not go for this head-on. Yep, you should try to get the hell out of there, Fokker Wolf. Not the fight you want to take. 220. Oh no, it's actually... This Hurricane actually only has 2 Brownings. I was wrong there. It's not the 20mm Hurricane. So you actually could take that fight, Fokker Wolf. But nobody would really deal any damage, so it doesn't really matter. 1410 now for Robert. Taking some ground in the middle. Gebirgsgeschütz 36 being pushed back. Pak 38 being killed. Him not losing any units. It's a classic Robert push. It's a classic Robert push. Jäger's trying to come in. And Jäger's not the best division to deal with long-range damage. So this will be annoying to deal with. This will be hell of annoying to deal with. Gurkha rifles though, also will have a rough time down here. Against the Sturmjägers, they might still win. It's 2 brands versus 1 MG42. So they do the damage there. Vickers MG gets bombed by Fokker Wolf Fighter Bomber. But there are more Sturmjägers around. There are more normal Jägers around. And all of them coming in for that one lonely Gurkha rifle. So Robert should bring in more reinforcements. Indian field engineers with TNT sitting around over here. More Gurkha rifles are placed over here. Indian rifles are retreating. These units don't need to retreat, I don't think. He's bringing in bow force. Yeah, he needs forces in the south. Brings in a Humber Mark IV, but there is a Panzerschreck with this force. So that Humber Mark IV needs to be really careful. The autocars have retreated. 1311 for Robert now. But he is the one on the balanced income. It's all about Quadro-U winning in the first 25 minutes. What we have to look at. Because he brings the income that brings the power in the early phases. He has Maverick income chosen. He will get 35 more points per minute in B phase. Already gets 10 more points in A phase than Robert. So he will be up 450 points. Yeah, never do quick math on chat, on stream. 450 points more at the end of B phase is what Quadro-U will have around. And with that, he needs to push in. Because after that, this advantage will fall apart quickly. Because after that, it's Robert getting 75 points more per minute. So, after 5 minutes, the advantage Quadro-U got will be getting reverted and will be becoming more and more of an advantage for Herr Robert. Humber Mark IV is around. Sturmjäger gets hit here by the Humber Mark IV. Firing, it's 25mm. It's 37mm. Dealing some damage against the Sturmjägers. The Panzerjäger though, coming around. Trying to hunt down the Humber with the Panzerschreck. And yeah, Humber should be careful. But it is not careful here. And that should be the end of this Humber. Humber running into Panzerjäger. Not a healthy... Yep, not a healthy thing to do. Indian Rifles versus Sturmjägers over here. Only firing with Lee Enfields there, so that engagement won't go the Field Engineer's way. Losing that fight. Hurricane though, coming in for the south. Bofors there to secure it against any enemy fighters trying to chase it down. And it gets the kill onto the Panzerjägers. Indian Rifles and Gurkha Rifles now up to engage over here against the Jägers. And it's still a 12-12, which obviously favors Herr Robert, but it's getting a bit closer to Quadro U finally being able to push somewhere. Hurricanes though keep on bullying with 250 kilogram bombs. They do a hell of a lot of damage, so the infantry of Quadro U down here has to retreat. Jäger Pioneers trying to come in. They also have an MG42, but Gurkha Rifles come in with double Brents, and it's unvetted Jäger Pioneers versus double star Gurkha Rifles. So the Gurkha Rifles do quite a bit more damage. But it's now only a 1 versus 2. Indian Rifles haven't followed up yet. More Indian Rifles coming in. Also an M42 is trying to hit onto the Vickers. Vickers is hitting on something. I think it's the Jäger down here. Yeah, should be the Jäger squad down here. Now it might change to the Gebirgsgeschütz. Or what is it? No, change to the MG42. Right to hit that. Not doing too much there. Indian scouts not firing, just there for the recon. Indian rifle leaders with sniper rifle on the fire against the Jäger Pioneers now as well. Indian rifles over here should retreat as they are pinned down. And here you can see the power of Jäger infantry. They are pretty strong. Indian rifles not too shabby themselves, but Jägers in these territories quite a bit better, especially Sturmjägers that also come with MP44s. Cost you 30 points, but they have some firepower. Germans coming in. That's why the solution with the Hurricanes is not the worst for these, but takes a while to get them all. So you need to hold out that long with your normal infantry and trade somewhat well. Sherman's coming in. There's no Panzerjägers right here. Another one coming in now slowly. So till then, these Shermans only need to be out of 100 meter range. Only need to stay out of the tank grenade range. Meanwhile, Jägers here running into field engineers. Getting hit by the autocar there for a second. Field engineers should throw that TNT there. Yep. Get the kill, get the surrender. Hopping out. That's not the building you want to hop into. You want to stay out of that. Another field engineer might do the same to this Jäger now in a second. Good micro there by Herr Robert. That's why he is a Division 1 player. Keeping these guys out. Good there with the old fire as well. Yeah, this one doesn't have an angle where it doesn't get shot at anything from anything. So this one will go down. But the field engineers here will survive for now. Gebirgsgeschütz now trying to hit it though. Another Jäger trying to come in to finally capture the flag. Whilst he's microing up there though, he's maybe a bit sloppy down here. As the Sturmjägers trying to get in range, and they are in range now. And 2 AT grenades fly onto the Sherman. One misses, but the second one hits and it gets the kill. Yeah, you can't be everywhere at once. And yeah, maybe the wrong focus here, microing the field engineers. Because losing the Sherman is a big one. Also, Flak 43 has arrived in the north. Hurricane can't come in there anymore. Comes in the south, hits there. The second one that is. That's the first one is trying to hold out in the north. Another Hurricane trying to come in, trying to hit the Gebirgsgeschütze, but you just got pushed back by the Flak 43. Why do you think anything will be different? It's crazy to see this still in Division 1, but it happens all the time in Division 1 as well. I mean, it happens to me also, who is preaching about it every time, but it's just so weird. What is this human condition that we are too stupid to realize Flak 43s pushed us back before we can't come in there? Now this Hurricane will die because the Focke-Wulf will easily hunt it down and can't be microed against it. Ooh, Maybe... Yeah, no, it will go down anyway. Focke-Wulf will get pushed back, but it's weird. Off map coming in, and we are in B phase. It's already 14-10 for quad review. South now fully, center now fully collapsing. You need something here, Herod. You need something here. Sherman coming in the north, and yeah, losing the Sherman in the south was a big one. 59 now has arrived. Indian scouts not opening up fire to anything. The autocardo still is. Off map coming in here. The ACV IP AOP. Hitting somewhat well. Not amazing though. Ooh, Focke-Wulf coming around. Focke-Wulf fighter bomber trying to come in, but two Bofors should be able to keep it at bay at least. That they're somewhat close, yeah. If not even outright kill it here. One star Bofors is nothing to joke about, and it's somewhat close. Ooh, will it go down? No, it will get out alive. But it will take a while to reload. Boston Bomber is now coming in, trying to hit the Stormjägers. Maybe a bit too much investment into the air right now by Herr Robert. Trying to replace the Hurricane he lost, but a Boston Bomber is quite the investment. 105 points in B phase when you're already down. Costs you quite a bit of stuff on the ground, and it's not the most efficient way of trying to deal with Jägers. Air versus Jägers is not that efficient because it's only infantry. It doesn't cost too much, so if you only kill half a Stormjäger squad with it, that's like 15 points. So you need to do that 7 more times to really pay off. Gebirgsgeschütz versus Sherman. Gebirgsgeschütz will lose, so it should disengage, but I don't think it really can disengage here anymore. So you might as well maybe try to do some HE damage. Bofors coming in the north now as well. Another off map here for Herr Robert. At least getting the flag back in the middle, but lost the flag over here. And yeah, he needs to try to keep it from a 59. Indian field engineers now trying to come in, trying to kill at least the Eagle Pioneer. More field engineers rolling in here for some flamer damage. Would like to mix in of some Indian rifles and then keep the Indian rifles in front to soak the damage and then come in with the Indian assault pioneers for dealing damage behind that. Ooh. Wait, is he splitting out against the off map? Did he realize that he was getting off map there? What? No, I think he just moved forward, I guess. But with this move forward, he might actually get killed off here by the Indian scouts. As the MG42 dies, and when the MG42 dies, these scouts can easily deal with the Jäger MG, and then they can easily deal with the Pak 38s. If Robert realizes that, he could kill off a lot of forces here. These Indian scouts are really good for Robert. They steal a lot of stuff. They also can deal a lot of damage. Now we have an off map versus an off map. 210mm coming in here. Or Quadro U as well. But a solid off map call in here once more from Herr Robert. This one over here, not too effective. German in the north though, already starting to pay off. And assault pioneers here, doing a good job around here. Jäger flamethrowers though are nasty, as they are double flamethrowers. So they're kind of annoying in CQC. Gets them killed off though. Jäger pioneers have TNT, but against that many flamethrowers they shouldn't be able to throw it. More Jäger pioneers coming in the rear. And off map being called in by Herr Robert, coming in now. Quadro tried to reposition his one, as he now gets hit. Oh, this is... Why is he not firing? Herr Robert, please realize that you can't just kill this with 2 shots, then kill off the Pak 38. One Pak 38 got killed already at least. He still has field engineers in here. 16-8 is not something he can let happen for too long. He needs to stop that somewhat soon. More Indian rifles coming in. This off map might be nasty, especially as these Indian rifles are also reinforcing into it. Bofors also getting hit here. Stormjägers being hit by the Bofors, but Bofors is the first thing to fall to the off map. Second Bofors also really close to dying off. 210mm off map can be quite nasty. Indian rifles getting unloaded. Humber will be able to deal with this. Ooh, 2 Stormjägers getting killed off by the own off map there. Giving back a flag to Herr Robert. But, oh my god, Focke-Wulf Bomber dealing a lot of damage to a lot of assault pioneers down here. A lot of them have been gone, only one remaining. And Quadriu looks like he's the winner in this one. Jaeger's on the fire. Should be killed off quite easily. 17-7 is around. Jaeger gets the kill into the auto car here as well. Assault pioneers will come in with the flamethrowers. They should be able to do some salvage work over here, but it's a lot of force coming. And it's still not quite close to the 25-minute mark I was talking about. So there's still time here for Quadriu to get this home. It's 10 minutes on the clock for Robert. And he needs to push with less income. So it is really not an easy job. The Indian scouts here could have done a lot of work if they would have killed off this. Maybe even deal with some of the Jaegers a bit. Bofors may be able to get the Focke-Wulf down here. Yeah, they at least get that killed. But another off-map coming in from Quadriu. So might only get worse before it gets better, if it gets better. But more assault pioneers getting reinforced into the south, but more Jaeger flamethrowers on the other side for Quadriu. Bombing run being somewhat solid, but it's a lot of Storm Jaegers and Jaegers and the Jaeger pioneers. Jaeger pioneers being 30 points as well, but they have G43s. Gurkha rifles coming in, Indian rifles coming in. Both sides bringing in a lot of infantry. Sherman has to disengage. You don't want to fight Sherman with a Stuk. Stuk with a Sherman. This way around. Ooh, flamers here. Pushing back the Jaegers. Pushing the Jaegers into their own off-map here. Humber maybe could be nasty behind the lines. Could do some work, but there's an M42 there to stop it actually. Gurkha rifles have to disengage, have to unload here. And even if they're unloaded, they might not be too effective at the spot they are. Hurricane Bomber may be able to do some damage in here. Will now try to come in. Whilst the Assault Pioneers are trying to push over here. Last one not helping out though. And it's an 18-6 now. An 18-6 means 4 minutes. It means we only will ever so slightly reach sea phase, so it will not be enough for Herr Robert to use his superior sea phase income. He needs to stop this. But there's just more and more infantry running down the lane here for Quadriu. Quadriu coming down with more and more force. And Assault Pioneers is going down. Indian Gurkha rifles getting pinned down as well. Down here, flamethrower fight. Might go Herr Robert's way, but he still needs to capture this and this afterwards. Yeah, the flamethrower fight will go his way. Only 2 flamethrowers. Even though they have 2 flamethrowers in their hands, the extra Sten guns and the extra man that Herr Robert has will help out in capturing some flags. He will get some flag down here. Indian Assault Pioneers not quite able to get the kill just yet. Damn. This one actually survives and cuts off the Herr Robert's Indian assaults. Frontline connects over there, so this bubble should be staying in his way. Boston Bomber coming in once more. It's 6 minutes now. That will bring him just ever so slightly into sea phase. But that means he will need to push with the first 1 or 2 minutes of sea phase income and get back to a 12 there. 16-8. He needs a 14-10. He needs a 14-10. He needs to go for this flag. He needs to keep this flag. But that will not be easy. Flag over here obviously would be nice, but that one won't happen anytime soon, I would say. Flag in the north, also not that likely. 6 minutes only on the clock here, and Herr Robert is trying to do his stuff. Boston Bombers, more of those coming in now. And they are somewhat effective, but there's now more AA on the side of Quadriu, dealing some good work. Sherman coming in the south. These 2 flags would be nice, but he needs to be really careful. Jaegers have Panzerschrecks, Panzerfausts. So, and there is a Panzerschreck though, with a Panzerjäger here as well. So getting to this flag won't be easy. He doesn't have any artillery. Robert not using the insanely strong 114mm artillery piece that you can get. Got rid of the Stuk here. His scouts finally got killed off though. Indian rifles moving in here, and another off-map for Quadriu. Second off-map now coming in. And that one might be devastating. That one might be the finishing blow. Off map here. Well, yeah, it looks quite good. More Jaegers trying to roll in. You have to remember the last tick that we saw there. Last minute tick here for Quad Ryu was the 20-minute tick. Was still a good amount of income. Still Herr Robert fighting with lower income. He's trying to push forward, but it's so hard. It's so hard when you have less income. He lost a bit too early in B phase. And now he has a bit too little time to fight back. Only 4 minutes 32 to come back. He's trying to move in his Sherman in the north. But Sherman goes down. Indian field engineers won't do the job either. Boston bombers and hurricanes trying to come in. But bombing at the same spot is not what you want to do with these. Indian rifles engaging over here. Keeps the flag over here at least. Sherman hitting onto the Sturmjägers. Sturmjägers getting hit by the rifles as well. But they won't surrender. Indian rifles trying their best. Boston bombers trying their best. Minute 21, the first good income hit for Herr Robert versus the first shitty income hit for Quad Ryu. But Quad Ryu's units are arriving at the front line right now of his last take. Whilst the ones of Herr Robert are still off in the distance, and it's only 3 minutes 34. Flag over here also gets taken for Herr Robert for a second, for Quad Ryu for a second. Is going back and forth, but the Pioneers might be able to save that. That's another issue that Herr Robert will have to fix in the next 3 minutes, and I'm not a believer right now. Quad Ryu just throwing units in there right now. Pioneers will pin them down, but it's an 18-6 right now, and an 18-6 means extra little time for Robert. Every second that an 18-6 pins down is 1 more second that he could have at his 17-7. He will win the south now, or he might win the south now. Assault Pioneers still need to move forward. They're not moving forward. Oh no, Robert, move them forward. Indian rifles not engaging over here. Big mistake as well. More Indian rifles trying to move up there. More stuff needs to come down the center. Assault Pioneers finally moving in. And one of them is getting killed off. The other one needs to move to the south as well against these Jaeger Pioneers. Jaeger Pioneers get their TNTs off actually. Where did they throw it? I think they both threw it that way. Oh no, one throws it over here now. And really good bomb hit there. Good retreat by Herr Robert, not getting surrendered though. But yeah, he still needs to go further. And only 1 minute 50 won't happen. Boston bomber needs to go somewhere else. Has a BF-109 at its tail now. Is stressed out now, won't get it here. More Jaegers trying to come in. Field engineers need to go further. Indian rifles need to go further. Maybe try to run something deep. Trying to get the flag over here for a while. Trying to get it back to a 12-12. 12-12 is what we need here for Robert right now. Otherwise this game will be over in 1 minute 26. And I don't think he will maybe able to make it anymore. There's too many Jaegers in his way. Boston bomber gets shut down. Won't make a drop off. He bites the Spitfire. Not the investment you need right now. What you need right now is stuff on the ground, but yeah, only 1 minute. Stuff bought now will not make it to the front line anymore, and what is at the front line anymore will at the moment won't be able to push it deep enough. So yeah, Quad Ryu will win this game. Whilst the Bofors is trying to hit some Jaegers here. 28 Jaeger, pretty strong on this map, doing quite a good job here for Quad Ryu. And Herr Robert with a nice bamboozle start once more, but too many micro mistakes, losing the Sherman in the south and so on. Too many mistakes like that. Maybe should have focused more into the center actually. Like, if you're already in here, you can do a lot of work there. Maybe give up the flag in the south. It's only one flag. Like, have something in these buildings so that he can't just rush on them. And secure up here, that he can't just come in here. But give up the flag. It's only one flag. And then try to push him here. Try to keep him here. Try to keep him out in the open. Try to keep him honest. Maybe Herr Robert overinvested into the south. I mean, he won in the south back in won the south back in the end, but he lost the center. And with that, Quadryu wins the game. Really close in KD, but you have to consider that Quadryu had more income there. And yeah, GG.